Hey there. Good morning. Oh, hey. Let's go with eyes. Real nice Sunday morning. I'm out here near Fruita, Colorado, mountain biking up near the top of a trail called Hawkeye. It's kind of a fun little trail. It's just off the freeway. Easy to get to. Challenging yet very attainable, which is right up my alley right now. It's interesting. All summer long I was kind of like, man, you're not in mountain biking shape. You really need to work out. You're never going to be able to make it. I had all these, no comments in my mind, and I allowed it to keep me from riding my bike very much this summer, which is a shame because I really love riding my bike. But last week I got on. I went up American Fork Canyon, had a beautiful experience. Now I'm here on this trail called Hawkeye, which is just off the freeway near Fruita, Colorado. Moab was packed, so I came over here to Colorado. And I just climbed up a little rock garden, a little technical spot that I had never cleared in one try before. And immediately after getting through it and pressing on up the trail, I was like, yeah, Rye, nice job. Way to get that. And gave myself a nice little pat on the back. And immediately got into my head, got thinking, man, negative self-talk is such a killer. And I asked my Utah State basketball player what she and her teammates would want to learn about, would want to hear about, and negative self-talk, or getting rid of negative self-talk, was one of them. And had to go through a really hard football game on Saturday where our team just got stomped, and it really wasn't pretty. We had a really off day, and so a lot of thoughts going through my mind. So I decided to stop here on the trail. You can see kind of what's going on, and have a little video confab with my people. That's you that's watching. I hope. Negative self-talk to me is constantly viewed in one way. You have to get rid of it. If you listen to any sports psychologist or anybody out there who's coaching athletes, they're like, you have to get rid of negative self-talk. It's got to go. There's even studies on the importance of removing negative self-talk and replacing it with positive. Well, I'm not sure that any of us are at a place yet. Maybe. If you are, comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear how you got there. If you are to the point where you don't have negative self-talk anymore. I'm a mental performance coach, and I was having negative self-talk about my riding. So if I'm having it still, I'm guessing a lot of my athletes are having it still. So what's the deal? In your head, you do something wrong or something looks hard, and you say something like, I can't do this. I suck. I don't have the skill, or I'm not as good, or something, right? You might also have something in your mind that says, oh, that sucked. Oh, that was hard. Oof, that was a big time challenge. That was difficult. Oh, that stunk. And I want you to pay attention to the difference. So during the summer, when I was saying, I'm not fit enough, I'm not good enough to go mountain biking, to make any of the trails that I like to ride, I was making a value statement about me personally. And there is nothing in sports, there is nothing external to you as a human being that can make you bad, that can make you not good enough, that can make you unworthy. There is literally nothing. Not a sport, not another person, not a performance, not a person who seems prettier or richer or stronger than you or whatever. Nobody else can create a worth description of you except for you. So if in your mind you're saying, I suck, that's what we need to eliminate. And we need to eliminate it because it's just not true. Think about if suddenly your sport disappeared from the face of the earth and you were no longer able to play it. Do you as a human being still suck? Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You're still a beautiful, awesome, amazing human being. If you say in your mind something like, oh, that stunk, that sucked. Like if you take a shot in basketball, it's off balance, you airball, it's way off, and you watch that and you go, whoa, that sucked. That's kind of okay, and I'll tell you why. You can look at that, you can assess the situation of why it sucked, you can make an adjustment, and you can act again. You are not making a worth or value judgment about yourself. You're making a judgment about an action that you took. And there are going to be times when actions that you take might be negative. They might not be up to par. They might not be up to your high standards. And that is life. That is normal. A bad game is completely normal. And do you go home and say, gosh, I suck. Gosh, I'm never playing football again. Gosh, I hate my coaches. Gosh, I hate my teammates. Oh, they all suck. Absolutely not. You go home, you rest up. Next day you go to film. You watch what happened. You make those assessments. You go, hey, oof, I was out of position on that play. What do I need to do? Oh, I know what I need to do. I'm going to make this adjustment. You make the adjustment, and then next game comes around and you act. And guess what? You do better. Now, I want to make sure, sorry, a little dusty up here. I want to make sure that every single one of you, and coaches and parents that are watching this, make sure that you instill this in your athletes. If your athlete gets after themselves, makes a negative noise, makes a comment, smacks their head, stomps, swears, does any of that kind of stuff after a missed play or a missed shot or a strikeout or a bad tee shot or anything, fine, as long as they are also saying something positive to themselves as soon as they do something good. So as I mentioned, when I cleared this rock garden here on this trail, I immediately was like, oh man, I've never made that before. Nice job, Rye. And I said it out loud. I mean, there's nobody else up here, so I said it out loud, and it feels really good. If you're constantly berating yourself for making mistakes and never giving yourself a pat on the back for all the good things that you do, you're sending yourself into a negative spiral downward that you just do not deserve. Not a single one of you. So, number one thing is, if you hear words like, or sentences like, I suck, or I hate this, or I can't, those are the things that you need to restate. You restate them as, I need to work on this. Oh, this is challenging. Oh, I better put in some practice. I need some help. I'm going to ask my coach. Anything along those lines to restate that negative mindset into a growth and positive mindset. Secondly, if you have some statement in your mind that is like, that stunk, that sucked, oof, that was terrible, anything along those lines, the process is assess the situation. What happened? Second, make the adjustments that you need to do it right next time. And when next time rolls around, you act. In fact, I would do this process, keep it in your mind, and then during practice in the upcoming week, repeat it over and over and over until it is 100% natural in your mind and in your body, that you can just repeat it, no problem. It's not even a thought anymore. You've now mastered it. And then the third thing is, if you're going to get after yourself in any situation where you've missed a shot or a bad tee shot or you fumbled or you struck out or whatever your sport is, you've done something that you don't like and you're going to get after yourself, make sure that when you throw the touchdown pass, when you hit a home run, when you hit a beautiful tee shot, when you, shouldn't say bogey, when you birdie the hole, whatever it is in your sport, make sure that you pat yourself on the back. Give yourself props for doing something really well. All right, guys, I'm going to get back to my trail. I've got about, I'd say another half an hour to finish up on this trail, and then I'm going to head off to some others. So have a great Sunday. Think about what I've said. If you have any questions or comments, please post them wherever you happen to see this video. I'd love to hear them. And, coaches, parents, if you guys want to have your kids come in and talk to me more, you can find me on apexmpc.com. or on most social media platforms. Instagram is usually the best to find me. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.